to Chasing the Dream on Alma, Missouri. We've got the harvester running in that new wheat field apologies, oat field we purchased. I don't know, I was thinking wheat. I'm gonna leave the truck right where it is. We'll run over here. But we got a couple trees cleared out too, and we had a little time waiting on moisture. Moisture's good now. I'll actually get the time turned back up. Cleared out some of those. The field next door is cotton. Doesn't look like they're gonna have a good harvest out of it either. That's what I'm being informed of. So we might just purchase that off them now. Tell them we'll take care of that, turning over the soil and everything. Let's jump up in here. Get the 365. For some reason I thought I had something less than that for horsepower. I thought I was running a 3, low 3. But we'll get that tarp off. So I'll kind of figure out, you know, kind of a good spot here. Pretty sure we can run truck through this side right here, loop it back around. I actually probably want the truck coming up. A little deep in the ditch there, not bad. Let's try to see where our trucks are actually at. Had one. Zoom in over here. Yeah, that one's there. You know what? The other one we need is actually right here on the farm. But, put this guy up. We got that all planted. That'd be a nice meadow. Looking forward to that. We'll get the seed and fertilizer put away for right now. I think what might be a good location for us to place this for the time being. Drop it right in. You know what, actually? I'll leave it down here. Already needs to be unloaded, so not bad yield on that field then if we're already unloading. Too bad. I thought it'd be rougher down here than what it was. We'll get this unhooked. We'll go fetch the EBY. So send this guy on the way to the barnyard and we'll jump back in the 365 and try not to dump Kenworth off into the hillside like that. It does get a little snappy and laggy when we get up close to it, but still a beast of a truck all around. Really enjoy it. So he's right there. So let's send him on his way to the main barnyard. We'll run back down here to the 365 and we will go unload. Ideally, I think we could run a route right through here, run these guys on the edge of this field, be no problem. Kind of use that as a marker. Man, we're getting some piles off of this. Seems a little bit much, actually. I mean, these windrows are massive. Probably get a lot of bales, which we'll just throw right over across the road after. So we'll need the baler too eventually. Probably get our case on that, run that. Still get a little bit. We might get up to 40%. We got 572,000 bushels out of that, which I guess that's about right, actually. That's what it's kind of been. We'll wait here. See where we're at. Excuse me there. Don't want to grab more seed out of that. This guy's cranking too. He's going. Why is he getting 6 and 11 in the corner? That seems a little bit fast. There, guy is. There's that door animation. We don't need that. So we'll jump back in here. I think we need to. You know what? If that's the only oat, we might run that right downtown. Gear issue. Here's a blooper for y'all. Runaway car or trailer. Get that hooked up there. Let's take a gamble. Don't have any oat in, right? No. Oat there. Oat there. 1850 Sedalia. So you know what? That's gotta be peak. 22's peak. But I'm fine with that. So I was gonna back this trailer up. I guess I could really back it up. Get this over there. Comment on one video about me constantly hitting the fence, so we're gonna try to make more of an effort to avoid doing that. So like I said, this will probably be mostly trucks and stuff. We'll keep over here from now on. Our trailers kind of be that depot for them, and then we'll keep a lot of the larger equipment over at the beef bar now that we got the larger shop and shed over there. Which, thank you, Trailer Park Farms. If you haven't checked out his stuff, that's who made a lot of those sheds over there that we got over to beef. Probably why he picked on me for not realizing after all this time that the actual pressure washer works inside. So lessons learned, folks. Lessons learned. Actually surprised we haven't got an alert that he is full. Looks like he's going down that one section. Now he's probably going to actually tell me that he's full. Not too worried actually about setting up a track. I probably got enough time to switch in between them, or get him on the main road and send him on his way. The other one obviously full. If I actually top this guy off. And there we go. Donkey. He's right there, so we can go this way to get him. But my plan is to do this oat field, clean these trees out of here, and then expand. Probably buy the field right next to it. We already figured out we have the money for that. So that is the plan there, and I should be able to cut right through where we cleaned up some of the trees after buying this. But this gives us a field that, you know, we're kind of generalized now down here. We can get one more field, which will be soybeans, so I want to get those trees cleared out too. I'll probably take that island out of there. We'll leave the pond on this oat field. No need to really change that up. But overall, it's looking pretty good. Expanded quite a bit. We still got a good chunk of money in the bank. Should be able to get 100% out of this. It was 52 the first time. There we go. So we'll pull off to the side here and go run this out into that semi. Then we'll send him down to put it in storage out at the train yard. Rail storage, I guess we'd call it. I should be able to sneak through here without hitting anything big. The rest of the time he's going to be down over here, so it won't be too bad. Let's get this auger open. But yeah, there's a little bit of a break in between videos. I apologize. That's how it goes with a newborn. Also, don't know how it sounds to y'all, but been messing around with the mic. Went back to a USB mic instead of the headset, and messed around with OBS and some of that. Even though I do use NVIDIA to record everything, I found there's some plugins you can add, and it feeds that same mic settings and filters over to that. So I'm hoping this finally makes it sound better and doesn't crack or pop the whole time like it was previously. But we'll see, as I hit the wrong key there now with that mic kind of blocking the way. But yeah, I'll also go back to using the steering wheel, joystick, and sim dashboard a lot more as well. I really enjoy that combination. Really enjoy the sim dashboard screens that the Farm Sim guy has made. Hoping we can carry that right into Farming Sim 25. They're pretty good about getting it active on 22, and then Farm Sim guy was pretty quick to jump in there and really play the hero and get those screens updated and set for FS22. So we'll see where that goes. Overall though, I'm pretty excited. Like I said, it's just looking like it, you know, I know people are fine picking things to the game, but I've also seen a lot of people in the past have complained the game's not Americanized enough or doesn't offer enough American stuff. And, you know, I feel like they brought it to the table finally. They're calling people out on everything they can and trying to bring it back, you know. They're trying to make a game that suits everybody, which can be dangerous in its own way. But Giants, I think they really bring the community into it, which so many games don't really do that. They force you to pay to play, pay to win, essentially hack, cheat your way to it. Before somebody makes a joke in the comments, yeah, you can't, you know, it's not really a thing on Farm Sim for that. So yes, we have the easy deb and stuff like that. Consoles have a few workarounds now, but it's not blatant, you know, cheat to win mentality of online competition, stuff like that. But we'll see. I'm hoping the big thing for me is the modding turnover right. You know, how easy is it for modders to jump into it? How easy is it to get them going? You know, we're going to see an influx again, I'm sure, of mods that are poorly converted over, that people aren't patient waiting on the actual modders to take care of it. That it was their project, which, please, 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 if you want something bad in the game, just go look up that modder. He's probably working on the project already. Don't ruin his mod. Or her mod. And let the community enjoy it. Don't go releasing garbage and taint something that didn't need to be. And if you do, for some reason, decide you have to have something and you want to take a gander at it, one, use the tutorials that are out there, unless the conversion method is completely changed. And two, don't share it with anybody. Respect the modders. Ask them permissions. Let them see the mod, because yeah, even if they aren't working on it, it's still their choice if they want to, you know, pass it off. And I know people get into that little skirmish all the time, fighting over it, but to me, just have some respect for them. You know, people put hours into it and don't see a lot back. And yes, in the end, Giants, I know, has control of all of it. However, you still can't down it like that. You just gotta, you know, appreciate the work people do. You know, like some of the versatile mods I've used, they're reskins. Did them myself, or, you know, they're partial. You know, like some of the versatile four-wheel options, stuff like that. it's just stuff that, you know, yes, somebody made a post, I reached out to them, never got anything back. Instead of me going out there sharing it with everybody, kind of kept it, you know, to myself. And then eventually down the road, somebody does come out and releases something with permissions, or they make a better model. You know, that's one of the things I'm actually hoping models fit into Farm Simulator a little bit better. So it feels like some of them you have to go to pretty extensive lengths to get a good model in game now and keep polys down. I don't fully understand the full aspect of the polys, but that's just something I think of. In the end, it's a game, right? And there's people who can play it the way they want. I mean, I play in 30, 40 different variations, I'm pretty sure. Some farms are mega farms, some farms start from scratch, some farms I can only use European stuff, Australian stuff, so on and so forth. Some farms only John Deere. I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can go about it. There's ones I start completely in debt. I know you guys originally liked a lot of those series and FS19, Yukon, stuff like that. I'll swing right out here. Try not to hit the cars this time. Apologies if that beeping noise made it into this video. That was a bottle sanitizer. So, life of a parent. Always getting some curves thrown your way. But yeah. So we will get this truck back. It really doesn't matter where I park them, because I'm not going to run them on auto drive fully. And I could have just ran them back to there, so maybe I should have set up that course. Just kind of need to go through and set the priority tracks on this. You know, what should be gold, what should be, you know, green. Should there be any two-way blues, a couple brown lanes, just stuff like that got set up. But yeah, I know, like I said, I haven't been on it in a while, so just one of the things I want to talk about before we get into the build up of the FS25 timeline, and just say, you know, just respect what people have done in the past, and don't, you know, kind of jump all over the work they put into things, because we got some great modders, and we got, you know, people that are putting in some serious time learning too. And I get sometimes it takes using somebody else's stuff to do it and learn, to see how they did it. You know, that's how I think some of the best map makers have come about, is just looking at the in-depth stuff. But you gotta respect those people too, and you can't just be taking, you know, all the assets from it and then claiming it as your own or stuff like that. So in the end, it all comes back to the base of Giant's engine, which I'm hoping, you know, with these twisters and stuff, we see the best it's been in a while in the entire series so far. I know I'm really pumped. I understand that GPS could have some conflict headaches because of the way the in-game one works, but I think you have to realize too, Wobster is a very smart modder. They will find a way to give us, I think, a quality version again. And I think, you know, for the version that's Giants is releasing itself, I think that'll do great things for console. It'll help them with their workers, which are often their biggest headache. And then, you know, I'm hoping we still see courseplay and all that, which I think we would. Auto drive, I think, will still make it back. I think, again, you know, it depends how they open it up to the modders, you know. And correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I think this new helper AI that could travel from point A to point B on the roadways, I think that originally threw off auto drive for a little while, and now it's back to where it is. I also need to adjust some of my distances. I'm noticing now, I've done some graphics updates and some changes, and I'm noticing we got a little bit of a circle around us. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we'll clean that up off camera after all this is recorded. Oops, that's right, I got him on to stop every time we're unloading. They'll work on that. And honestly, I think while they're doing that, we could go actually grab the baler. I was gonna take down some of these trees, but I think we're gonna grab the baler. And unhook this here for right now. We'll leave that baler hooked up, and we'll get some straw bales done. Over there. Bring down some hay bales out of that loft. You want to try to use those up first. Get those out of the loft. That'll help. Make some room up there. We just don't really need the small bales anymore, so I think clearing those out was a good start. Get this back in. Try not to hit the hitches anymore. Luckily nobody's made too many shorts on those. I should probably drive this down myself because we got some time. Just make sure we're not going to get hit by a train here. But yeah, everything's kind of blotchy off in the distance. If you know me, that's not my thing. Thought I reset it to what it needed to be at, but I will go in there and fix that. So everything looks realistic in the distance. Doesn't look blotched out. So you got a strong enough computer where it's not an issue. Shouldn't create any latency or lag with the graphic side of it. And I mean, prior to it, I had it on for Hubbard 16x, and you know, no issues. I think I was still running locked at 60 frames per second still, so not a big deal. Which is all you really need for Farm Sim. Some people want to run it at 120, 140. You know, some people say they get it up to 200 something. I really don't know the point of it because it doesn't, I'm not seeing anything any sharper in any other videos when they state it. I guess maybe if you had reshade on, it could possibly improve it. But again, I'm not really seeing the difference. Actually, I feel like a lot of times reshade seems to be botchy. I think taking simple NVIDIA filters like this do a pretty decent job, and I could still play around with the color toning a little more. I want to say it was Agra Modding. Had a little bit of a video up on it, how to do it. What they use for settings, I think I've tweaked a little bit there to match what my monitor is. And I know it doesn't fully come out that way when I record, but it's still, I think, pretty sharp. Does the job, which is the key point, right? So we'll get in here. We're going to clear this course. You know what I could do? Get this unfolded, lowered. Could actually do is we don't have anywhere to go right now. We'll wait until that fills up again. What I can do is I can clean all this up, and we can just do some self baling. We call this the Fender way, or you know, Pleasant View Farms. He's another one. Got to do everything manual. Lego Farms, pretty similar. And I'm gonna pick on them, but SimStation getting back into the grind of manual. We got a multiplayer on Stitzer coming up. I haven't really thought about how we're gonna showcase that. I thought about maybe live stream, but we'll see how the kid takes it because he can be loud at times. And he finds a way to echo through the entire house. So, still working on some of the mic settings on that, but now that I have this plug-in, I think that'll be a little bit better and manageable method for us. And probably late night live streams if we do it, just because it's quiet in the house, right? So, but yeah, we're making light work of this field. We're actually going to get 2 trailer loads. I'm kind of glad I'm sending that down to the rail storage at Sedalia. And honestly, he might be close to full. So let's clear the cedar course that we had, right? Go. He's here. Copy that. Back to this vehicle, right? Because why not? Copy and actually back up a little bit. Almost got a double flip on that. So he says 28 minutes for him to finish baling, which is kind of wild. But we'll run back over here. We got the little mess that was on the other side, but these are some serious bale mounds. I think I'm going to have to go tweak something a little bit because this is kind of wild with how much we're generating at the end of these swath piles. Yeah, I'm still kind of shocked how large those are, but a little drainage to the side. I got a different plan for that, so we'll be able to clean that up over there. Get that all set, which will be nice. Kind of straight through. The pond, like I said, I'm going to leave. It's fine. We'll take out that little island row of trees. There's another island on the other field we'll take out, and then another set of trees that we'll clear out there too. And this will be one large field, which I think I remember now. The inspiration, I think, if I'm wrong, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. Fender or no, Pleasant will know, Soup Lover will know, Eric might know. A lot of those guys that follow Lego. I think Lego did this. I think he opened all this up over here. So, just let me know down in the comments. Pretty sure that's where I saw it. And maybe that's where that deep idea came from. So, but we'll clear this little tile area out. The tile's all busted up anyway, and we're gonna cut right in front of it. Was gonna do that, but why not? Get this open, and then just realize it's probably gonna be a tight turn with that truck. Two and a half trucks maybe, give or take. It's not too bad. Interesting. There he goes. I think it's the Kinsey that actually does this. I thought it was the trailer before, which was a different one. I think we narrowed it down that it's the Kinsey that for some reason does not register all the time. Okay. That should be filling. We gotta turn this around anyway. It's crazy. I try driving up this way on it and see if maybe that hits the sensor. triggers it to unload. Apologies for the lag. Kenworth. Yeah. Again, it's something with the Kinsey because I've had this issue with multiple trailers. Just doesn't want to trigger sometimes. It's like it tracks the size of the trigger. This is fun. See, so you're driving over the same exact spot of the trailer. It's not clicking, not engaging that trigger, and then all of a sudden it does it. Still not fully sure. I think, he does have an updated version of these, so maybe that's my own fault. I think these are bottom custom. Don't quote me on it. Let's send this guy to dump it. Send him right back. Field one. That harp. He gets down here, we'll be able to go if we don't pull a wheelie out of there. Took that a little too sharp. Alright, so he's on his way. That's good, and no shocker. A little bit of a mistake. Put that on the side. I already cleaned out the trees that were in this little section. We just gotta clean up some of the weeds. But this will be pretty good, and then yeah, it does steep down, or it gets pretty steep on the other side of that, so just something to keep in mind. I think we're just about done with the harvest side of it, which is not bad because for one of my first episodes back in a little while, this will be pretty good. And the question is, will he make it all the way to the end? Am I gonna have to? No, I'm gonna have to unfill him before he's even fully done. And he might actually have to, one little turnaround he may have to do. But I just can't get over these swath piles. This is ridiculous. And the yield wasn't even that crazy. I know it's partially precision farming, but that's just wild. It makes me not want to do swaths anymore. Left the course. Didn't want to do that. An opportunity for us to clean this up. Yeah, pretty positive. I could be wrong. But go this way, right? Horse goes back the other way. It does. Interesting. So we'll drop this guy down because we can clean up another corner over here, right? Should be saying unload harvester again. Hey, second now. A little rusty. Guy, got anything to fill in while we're here? He needs to be unloaded. He's got all these bales in front of him. Push these out of the way. Let's jump in here. I'm hoping that truck's almost to the real storage by now. Finish unloading here. Done. Appreciate soybeans. I don't think we have to get everything here. I think one of the things we can actually kind of get away with leaving this off to the side. We may not be able to get this down the road actually. You know what? I'm gonna trailer it just because looking at it, we probably won't get it up around that bend like we think we're going to. We don't need to get in trouble for hitting more signs again. There we go. Finally getting good at this honeybee trailer thing. Drop that right there. And honestly, I'm just gonna back this into my field right here. No, we should bring it back. We shouldn't be one of those farmers leaves equipment long enough. So probably should check over some things. But we will have soybeans coming up probably next month. But we got a little bit of time for that, so I think that's our best bet is to bring this back to the shop. Once we get some seeds made, those go the last two there. Some solid fertilizer can go. Wait a second. These will be seed. These three will be seed, that's right. And then lime, solid fertilizer, three of those. Let's top this off. I want to check on that truck because I know where he's hung up. Saw that coming. Thought about it after a second and was like, yep, I know exactly what it's got. Yes, we have a washer inside, but I had installed this outside. We're going to use it. Get it all cleaned up. Looking good, you know. So. Could have used the one in here, I guess. And next spot. This guy's hung up on traffic. The only thing I wish those cars weren't right on the corners like that. That they're kind of down here in the turn point. If that makes sense. I guess I could go in and remove them myself. That is another option. I just haven't done it. Because I enjoy the map. Trying to keep it the way it is. Even though, yes, it does present a headache from time to time. Go. Center's on. See if we can get out of this mess. A bit. We'll spray this down while the truck returns. See how much. Oh, we actually left down there. So, see, 572 bushels per cart, which is one truck. clearable, but also not a lot. We'll take a look at what the rough estimate of pricing for it is, but I would not be shocked. Even if we get $18 at Sedalia, still. It's the baler. This is what he's bought. In doubt, you just kind of got to take this on. I mean, just they're insane to me. I'm really just gonna take a second to drive through some of these because it just blows my mind how big these are. Like, I just don't get it. Set it. But I'm just trying to take out some of these because, yeah, I just don't get why the swaths are this big. Especially on a field that we didn't really create this great yield on. Send this guy back and have him finish up what we started. Yeah, looks like some good sized swaths were left as well. This one. And truck right here. Yes. Go fill up. Oh. We're just making enough of this at the end of this episode here. Thought the weight was yes. That's one thing. Probably have different attachments. So you put like a bale stock knockers or, you know, bale pusher or anything like that with a weight on it. Kind of help out. Alright, let's see if this one will pick up all the points it needs. I'd love like this. Yeah, so 11, 2 trailers worth. Up 2 grain carts worth. Let's pull this up. He's gonna go dump the rail storage like so. Don't dump this down in the ditch. So something I noticed besides like the gravels, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember those little rocks being here in the previous update. It's a little extra detail. It matters. So I appreciate that. Kind of set this down here again. I think this is where we had this better. Oh. Good. Put that truck down. Right back over here. This back up. Might as well top this off over here, even though it doesn't quite need it. And then we'll give both of these a quick spray down. Oh, gonna feel this washed up. Actually, this Kinsey did not really get dirty. Just getting a small. So the wear on this thing goes fast. I had my own. I think I need to go through. Look at how quick that one wears for me, because I think we need to change it. Because I feel like the paint's just constantly wearing on this, even with the settings to be less wear. Don't shut that. I'll put it right in there. Leave the 365 just kind of tucked in here for now. Good. And actually, before we cycle through everything, guy's almost done. Send him back to probably go take care of seeds. I just want to see how much we actually get down in the rail storage. And is he not going to pull up? No, he is not. He shut it down. Your episode. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in, watching, supporting the channel. Y'all have been amazing. I know episodes have been kind of stretched out lately, but I appreciate this continued support still. We're closing in on another milestone for some watch time, so it's really appreciated. And we're going to see where next episode takes us. We should be expanding that property now that we've, harvested it, and we know the guy's not going to be able to harvest cotton on that next one, so we might buy that off him and make those expansions. Clear some tree lines out of the way. Till next time, Farmer Taz out.